I'm Kewal Shienmar, the Managing Director of Mapcode Foundation. The Mapcode then is a project. It is a project created by the foundation. It's a non-profit organization, and the Mapcode Foundation is about evangelizing everything about map codes. And so what are map codes then? A map code is a code consisting of 4 to 7 characters, and it represents a location on the Earth which is accurate to within 5 square meters. The entire Earth is covered by these rectangles, and the accuracy, as I said, is about 5 square meters. The good thing about map code is that the unique thing about map code is that the denser the population, the shorter the code gets. So I said it's between 4 to 7 characters. So within a city, you will get a code of 4 characters, and then the outside of the city will get 5, and then 6. But you would no more than 7 in any place. The need for this code is when I was doing geo-expansion at TomTom, we expanded into different countries, and the problem is that 50% of the dwellings do not have an address, and the problem gets worse as you get into Africa and into Asia. So it's good having a navigation, but if you don't have an address, then how do you expect people to find you? So you need to have an address that you can plug into a navigation system, or you need to have an address for a delivery company to come to you to deliver something to you. You need to have an address for somebody to come and visit you. So without this address, people have problems being located. And also, in some countries, if you do not have an address, then you are actually stateless. So, for example, in Africa, if you need aid from a bank, they will ask for your address. And they will say, what is your collateral? You say, oh, this is my house over here. Yes, but you do not have an address, so therefore you do not qualify for a loan, or you don't qualify for assistance. And so there are use cases for map code is only as long as someone's imagination. Essentially, what map codes do is they give you an address where people do not have an address. It gives you a code for an address that already exists, and shortens it to 4 characters. It already is beginning to get accepted by legal institutions because there is already an application running in Africa right now in most countries for the banking world, which the banks are using. And people are saying to people, show me where you live on the map. And they give that location a code, and then all of a sudden somebody has an address and they can have a bank account there. So it is really proving to be quite useful. And in the case of emergency, yes, there are projects running right now where emergency services are looking to use map code to send police forces or send assistance to areas which are not covered by an address. For example, a park. If there is a problem in a large park, how do they describe exactly where to get to there? In an open area, if there's a problem, how do they describe how to get to there? So map code is becoming accepted also in emergency services. When we created Mapcode, we did a large analysis of what was on the market. And essentially, there are about 5 or 6 other codes in use around the world. Longitude and latitude is one of the biggest ones and the ones that everybody uses. But the problem with longitude and latitude is that it's very long, it's techy, it's nerdy, and it's very difficult to use. You cannot even type in the degree symbol. And then the other codes that are out there, they are proprietary, meaning that you have to pay a royalty to use them, and because you have to pay a royalty, people are reluctant to use them, or they are too long, and so you know, they're not recognizable. So Mapcode is short, it's recognizable, it's free, and the reason why it's free is precisely for that reason I mentioned earlier, is by making it free and open source, is that people can adopt it widely. They don't have to be afraid of having to pay charges in the future for this. And our aim is to make it a worldwide standard. So in order to create a worldwide standard, then especially in emerging countries, emerging markets, then paying for a map code is something that people cannot afford to do, and that's why it's free. Map code is made to be implemented within a few hours. It does need some IT knowledge in order to do it. We supply the full source, the C source, JavaScript, all the documentation on our website, on mapcode.com. Further, everything is available on GIT Hub and Maven Central, where we've got the Java libraries. So everything you need is available there. And what we're finding is that people are downloading this package that we have for everybody, and they are getting to work within a few hours.